Jim, what are the kids doing right now? I see they're kind of sketching.
Yeah, we've done a technical sheet. So they've done some watercolor on how to put the watercolor onto the paper, how to get it to bleed, how to get the colors to move. Now they're doing their first real practice. So we're doing a flower together, and I'm going to do it stage by stage with them so they get a chance to, under kind of a controlled situation, they get to apply those techniques into something that's a little more realistic that they can see. So that's kind of step one now.
Is part of what you try and instill in these aspiring artists is confidence in their own work, perhaps?
Yeah, absolutely. And that confidence comes with skill first. So if they have an idea, usually the kids have lots of great ideas. The creativity is just kind of bubbling over, and they need the vehicle to put it in and go with it. And if they don't have that skill, then they'll stop making art. And because they lose confidence, what they have in their head or what they see around them, they can't get that out because they don't have that skill. So sometimes people think that skill kills creativity, but I think skill taught the right way lets the creativity go. You wouldn't take teach guitar and just say, play something. You teach them chords and how to handle the guitar well first. We tend not to do that sometimes in art.
I think what's a really neat part of this program is that your work is hanging on the walls here, and they get to see that.
Yeah, and that is the best thing about teaching anything in the Kelowna Art Gallery. I mean, I've done classes where we can walk into the main gallery and you've got a Jack Shadbolt and a Salvador Dali, and how many classroom situations can you do that, right? So it's a great facility here.
Haley, why did you take this class? I'm going to go out on a limb and say you look like you're pretty artsy.
Yeah, well, I like music and I like drawing, but I also suck at certain types of drawings, so I decided that I wanted to learn how to do them.
What do you hope for your aspirations as an artist? Do you want to try and make it into a career?
Well, I want to design album covers for metal bands, so the Metallica album covers, or other bands where they don't take the photos of themselves, but they actually get it sketched out.
In a good way, it's a little bit like an ego trip, because you get to take somebody who wants to do well and figure out what they need to do better, and you give them that tool, and suddenly they flourish, and then you sit back and go, right on. That's the good positive ego trip, is watching especially younger kids just flourish with the right skill at the right time.